So this university student, he and I are going to college together at the University of West Florida. And the dormitories there at the university have like a drop ceiling. Y'all know what a drop ceiling is? Where?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I guess they had like 4 dorms that are kind of connected, but not connected because they have walls between them. But the ceiling must have been a drop ceiling for the whole thing. So I guess they're connected in the ceiling, I guess. Anyway, so he gets up one early morning and he's half asleep, and he gets up and, does what some people do when they get up. And so he gets up and he's half asleep, and he goes to the restroom, and he's having a seat, in the place the place you would sit down in the restroom, right?
Right.
And and so he's like doing what he's probably done for quite some time. Obviously, he's a nurse now, so he knows what he's doing. And so all of a sudden, half asleep, he starts feeling something warm around his ankles. He's like, so he kind of leans over and kind of looks down like that, man. There's a python snake wrapped around the base of the toilet, man.
No, thank you. I'm out.
Yeah, so he didn't need any fiber. I mean, he was real regular. Is that crazy? It's like if we're in a dormitory and there's drop ceilings, and if your python gets loose, you're obligated to everybody in the entire dormitory to let them know that your python has gotten loose. Can you imagine that? Thank God. He is a nurse today. He's actually,
or you're obligated to tell whoever's in charge of the housing, I have a python before I even move in.
Right? I mean, is that a thing? I mean, you went to University of West Florida. Is that a thing?
I don't know, but I'd be like, are there any pythons here? Like,
no doubt. Those dormitories are so small. I'm sure it probably shared one of the beds. It's so small.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, can you imagine? All of a sudden, you're feeling something warm at your foot, and you're like, "That's unusual." Look down there; it's like a whole snake because it was hot. And so they found that cold porcelain and just wrapped itself all the way around that cold porcelain. Cold porcelain. Oh my goodness. That's the University of West Florida. So, take that for what it's worth right there. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. Is that what a Nautilus is? Is a Nautilus a python?
I've always wondered. I've always.
Isn't it a snail?
There's images of a snail as a Nautilus, yet for somehow the mascot is like a guy that looks like the Trojan thing. That was a
never could make that out. I never could make that out. It's like, yes, we
never
are the Snells. We're the Snells, right?
Go Nautilus.
Yeah, they wanted a football team, right? I'm thinking we're the Snells. Right, we're the Snells.
What's the helmet going to look like?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're coming. Give us a second. We're gonna get there. We're coming.
Feeling a little sluggish, but
you will know us by our trails.
Yeah, that's true. That's like the Detroit Lions, isn't that like the? Okay, let's just move on. Y'all know that's Steve's favorite team, I think. Not
reportedly.
Sure. Allegedly.
I lived in vicinity of people that were. I just want to say I'm very grateful. I do come from a region of the area, that team that has the first world record of a 0-16 NFL season.
Who might that be?
Yeah, the Detroit Lions.
Which team is that?
Yeah, Detroit Lions.
Zero. Okay, zero.
I am not a fan.
Wow, can you imagine? Does that take that's
we're gonna get them. I've always wondered, at some point, hey, they finished the season though. You gotta give them props for that.
No doubt. You come back after 30 games, we're gonna do it this time.
No.
That's like this current administration. Things are gonna change. They're not gonna change.
Right.
So, thank you for watching the Greg Lancaster Show. Don't forget to follow us, like us, and subscribe. Go to our YouTube channels, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, Parler, Spotify, iTunes, download our app, even on Getter. Go to the Apple Store and rate us. When you rate us, more people will get the broadcast. That's how this whole logarithm thing works. And thank you for watching the Greg Lancaster Show. A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org.